Please stand by.
Loading. Loading complete.
30,
29, 28,
27,
26, 25, 24, 22,
21, 20, 18,
17,
16, 15, 14, 13,
12,
11, 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4,
2,
1. Now for what you've all been waiting for.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Good morning, good day, good evening, good night, good whatever it happens to be where you are. And hello to whoever watches this in the future. Hope I'm coming in clear. I was having a bit of a mic trouble before, so hopefully it's working now. Yeah, don't see anybody in the chat yet, so we'll just get to the song. Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun? Not much money, yo, but honey, ain't we got fun? The rent's unpaid, dear. We having a buzz. The smiles are made, dear, for people like us. In the winter, in the summer, don't we have fun? Times are bumming, getting bummer. Still we have fun. There's nothing sure. The rich get rich and the poor get poor. In the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun? Tax collectors getting closer. Still we have fun. Choosing cares, dear. Come in pairs, dear. Don't we have fun? We've only started. No, we're not downhearted. When I'm laid off, I'll be paid off. Ain't we got fun? Times are mad and getting madder. Ain't we got fun? Times are bad and getting badder. Still we have fun. There's nothing sure. The rich get rich and the poor get poor. In the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun? Hey! Purple, hello. Well, I guess let's do a song from the wheel. Unless anybody has any they want to request. My Unfinished Journey, hello. April Showers. When April showers may come your way, they bring the flowers that bloom in May. So when it's raining, have no regrets. 'Cause it isn't raining rain, you know it's raining violets. And when you see clouds up on a hill, you know that there'll be crowds of daffodils. So just keep looking for a bluebird and listening for his song whenever April showers come along. And when you see clouds up on a hill, you know that there'll be crowds of daffodils. So just keep looking for a bluebird and listening for his song whenever April showers come along. Hope everybody's doing good today. There's a request. Freebird! Let's see what we got. Okay. If I leave here today, would you still remember me? For I must be traveling on now, 'cause there's too many places I've got to see. But if I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm free as a bird now. This bird you cannot change. Oh, 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 oh. And this bird you cannot change. And this bird you cannot change. Lord knows I can't change. Bye bye, baby. It's been a sweet love. Yeah, yeah. Though this feeling I can't change. But please don't take it so badly. 'Cause Lord knows I'm to blame. But if I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm free as a bird now, and this bird you cannot change. Oh, 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 and this bird you cannot change. And this bird you cannot change. Lord knows I can't change. Lord help me, I can't change. Lord, I can't change. Won't you fly high, free bird? Yeah. There's your free bird, your journey. And a mad computer scientist. Would you like to solve the P versus NP problem with a mathematical proof of I'll split the reward? Yeah, I'd like to get that reward. Could use it right now. Why was the browser broken? Because it cleared its cache. uh, yeah, it broke. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, clear the cache. Okay. Well, I missed a few things last week, so I'll get to those. One of them was actually really kind of important to cover, too. And that was Malcolm Jamal Warner's death. And it's really tragic, because he apparently was with his 8-year-old daughter at the time. Malcolm Jamal Warner was, get that out of the way, was swimming with his 8-year-old daughter when he drowned. Oh, terrible way to go. He was now alone when he drowned in Costa Rica at the age of 54 on Sunday, according to ABC News. The Cosby Show alum swimming with his 8-year-old daughter at the time. According to police officials, the surfer saw Warner and his daughter were struggling in the water. The surfer dove in and brought the child back to safety on his board. Well, at least the kid was saved. A volunteer lifeguard then pulled Warner and a second surfer back to shore, where Malcolm and Eddie, the star, was given CPR for 45 minutes, as per the report. On Monday, Costa Rica National Police confirmed to the Post is that bystanders had pulled Warner from the water and taken him to shore. The Costa Rica Red Cross made revival efforts, but the attempts were unsuccessful. Warner's body was transported to the morgue in San Joaquin de Flores. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. An autopsy. His cause of death is listed as asphyxiation and by submersion. Whew. On Wednesday, TMZ reported that Warner's body had been released to the family. He will be flown back to Los Angeles. And there he is with his kids. It's a real shame that he ended up getting screwed out of the money for the Cosby Show. because of Bill Cosby. He's crap. And for anybody listening, no, Bill Cosby was let out on a technicality because the evidence that got him convicted, it was inadmissible. Not that he wasn't guilty. So that covers at least the thing I missed. It's on that. I think he deserves his little send-off song. I think Danny Boy will work. Oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. It's you must go, and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But when ye come, and all the flowers are dying, if I am dead, as dead I well may be, ye will come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I shall hear through soft ye tread above me, and all my grave will warmer, sweeter be, for you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. Yeah. Well, hope that makes up for missing that. There was one other thing, though, that was actually good news I could have jumped on into after all that huge string of people passing. And that was last week on Sunday was Bugs Bunny's 85th birthday celebration. And what's up, Doc? On Sunday, July 27th, I really could have really meant to cover this one last week. A true icon turns 85. Not a politician or a rock star, but wisecracking and carrot munching and cross-dressing and duck dupe and wabbit named Bugs Bunny. Since his official debut in for Wild Hair on in July 27th, 1940, Bugs has done more than just outsmart Elmer Fudd. He's burrowed into our hearts and our cultural DNA, and still forgets that make that left turn at Albuquerque. Whether you're 8 or 80, the chances are you've chuckled at that slim grin. Mimic the phrase, "Yeah, what's up, Doc?" Or marvel at how one animated wabbit could outwit Yosemite Sam, Marvin the Martian, and even the Red Baron. He didn't just make us laugh. He redefined how cartoons could be smart, satirical, and subversive. True subversion, not that crap that they were trying to pawn off as subversion and in the Star Wars sequels. From ink to immortality. Bugs was born during a golden age of animation, a time when in movie theaters played cartoon shorts before feature films. It was created by a team of animation and titans: Tex Avery, Chuck Jones, Bob Clampett, and voiced to perfection and by Mel Blanc. Bugs was never meant to be ordinary. With impeccable timing, and street smart wit, and a Brooklyn accent, and that gave him blue collar charm, he quickly stole the spotlight from his peers. Actually, I'm not sure if I should really read all of this, but I think you gotta get the idea. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That'll work. How about I just play my Suna song on the whole thing? Let's see here. There we are. I think it was this one.
I'm whistling down the lane with a skip and hop.
That was the other one. Oh well, this will work.
I duck and dodge the lid. I'm running through the meadow with a zigzag stride. I'm dodging left and right, oh what a wacky ride. I slipped on a banana peel with a great big plop. Smacked my head on a frying pan, it rang like a clock. The stars and birds dancing round my head, I'm seeing double. I wobble up and grin, still hunting for more trouble. I baked a cake with fireworks, thought it'd be a treat. It fizzed and popped and blew sky high, a sugary defeat. The icing rained like confetti, what a sticky spree. A frosted cakey mess, they continue chasing me. Oh, zany, zany, zoom, zigzag dashing through the fray. A whirlwind full of nonsense, we'll go wild every day. I built a wacky gadget, what a nutty zinger. Springs and sprockets spoiling and whirly twirly spinning like a top. It whizzed and fizzed and blew up with a mighty boom. Now my hair's a pompadour, I'm swept up with a broom. I climbed a rickety ladder to escape the fray. It wobbled and it toppled, sent me sailing away. I flipped through clouds and comets, what a wild rebound. I landed with a cymbal crash, the crowd was singing loud. We'll tumble through this cartoon world, it's bonkers and a wild fuss. In this cartoon calamity, we're zany and we're nuts. With giggles as our fuel, we'll keep zipping fast. This bouncy zany circus is a never-ending blast.
Yes, I actually do listen to my own music. I was actually listening to my whole playlist just before the show. Yeah, let's get to an actual song. Well, actually, that is an actual song. This just happens to I have to have using AI to perform it. But how about one that isn't performed by an AI? So, you want to get your earplugs ready. Me and my shadow. That's a short one. We could probably do a second one, another one after that. Here are you. Here you are. Me and my shadow strolling down the avenue. Me and my shadow, not a soul to tell our troubles to. And when it's 12 o'clock, we climb the stairs. We never knock, 'cause no one's there. Just me and my shadow. all alone and feeling blue. Yeah, me and my shadow. You know, seeing as we still recovering from Tom Lear's passing, how about we do a Tom Lear song? Let's see here. Which one would be good? Yeah, how about this one? I haven't really done this one in too much. I hold your hand in mine, dear. I press it to my lips. I take a healthy bite from your dainty fingertips. My joy would be complete, dear, if you were only here. But still I keep your hand as a precious souvenir. The night you died, I cut it off. I really don't know why. For now each time I kiss it, I get blood stains on my tie. I'm sorry now I killed you, for our love was something fine. Until they come to get me, I shall hold your hand in mine. You know, I kind of wonder if that whole serial killer from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures has had some influence, or was influenced by the song. If you haven't seen the anime and the whole thing, you want to check it out. There's quite a lot to watch through to get that point, but yeah. What's this? My hometown? Is that a song request? Or is it some kind of statement? I'm not sure if I know that song, if it's a song. Oh, you're talking about a Bruce Springsteen song? Or the Tom Lear song, My Hometown. No, I don't know that one, unfortunately. Let's see here. Tom Lear, My Hometown. Okay, there we are. That's the right song. All right. I will try to learn that. I'll put that on my list to learn. Let's see. I really have a yen to go back once again back to the place where no one wears a frown. To see once more those super special, just plain folks in my hometown. No fellow could ignore the little girl next door. She sure looked sweet in her first evening gown. Now there's a charge for what she used to give for free in my hometown. I remember Dan in the I guess on the corner, was never mean or ornery. He was swell. He killed his mother-in-law and ground her up real well, and sprinkled just a bit over each banana and split. The guy that taught us math, who never took a bath, acquired a certain measure of renown, and after school he told the most amazing picture in my hometown. That fellow was no fool, who taught at our Sunday school, and neither was our kindly Parson Brown. we're recording tonight, so I have to leave this line out in my hometown. I remember Sam. He was the village idiot, and thought it seemed a pity it was so. He loved to burn down houses just to watch the glow, and nothing could be done because he was the mayor's son, the guy that took a knife and monogrammed his wife, then dropped her in the pond and watched her drown. Oh yes, indeed, the people there are just plain folk in my hometown. I hope the reading will suffice until I can learn how to actually sing the song. But I will try and learn that one. It may take me a little bit. Seeing as we're still on, seeing as I couldn't sing that one, how about another one I do know? And what is it that put Americans in the forefront of the nuclear nations? What is it that will make it possible to spend $20 billion of your money to put some clown on the moon? Well, it's good old American know-how. That's what. That's provided by good old Americans like Dr. Werner von Braun. Gather round while I sing you of Werner von Braun, a man whose allegiance is ruled by expedience. Call him a Nazi, he won't even frown. Nazi schnazi, says Werner von Braun. Don't say that he's hypocritical. Say that rather that he's apolitical. Once the rockets go up, who cares where they come down? It's not my department, says Werner von Braun. Some have harsh words of this man of renown, but some think our attitude should be one of gratitude, like the widows and cripples in old London town, who owe their large pensions to Werner von Braun. You too may be a big hero once you've learned to count backwards to 0. In German and English, I know how to count down, and I'm learning Chinese, says Werner von Braun. Okay. Hope whatever it is you're cooking turns out well. I actually missed dinner, so I'm gonna have to go make something after the show. All right. Well, getting on to the next thing on our docket here. If it loads. There we are. Yeah. Last week I covered the whole thing about how Collective Shout, a bunch of people with sticks in their asses that need to pull those sticks out of their asses and shove it up another hole and fuck themselves with that stick. It pressured our payment processors, namely Visa and MasterCard, to not process payments on not safe for work games, which doesn't just cover porn, by the way. It can cover quite a variety of other games. And that caused a bunch of the gaming platforms such as Steam and whatnot to have to pull their games or hide them, which made a lot of people very upset. But don't fear, we're fighting back. By law, financial institutions like Visa and MasterCard must have to have a hotline for integrity, ethics, and compliance and complaints. The trending concerns are then raised and delivered to the board of directors, and because available to customers and shareholders, and become available to customers and shareholders. Since what Visa and MasterCard are doing is unethical, we must report it to these hotlines. Bending the knee to a foreign extremist group that is weaponizing their vague TOS to censor lawfully approved content is unethical and completely displaces the integrity of this system. They are now operating as a moral police, despite all the content that they have wanted censored is legal. You may submit complaints anonymously. Ethics point does actually protect your identity, from what I can tell. And both Visa and MasterCard use the same site. Links provided in the tweet below. So, Visa, MasterCard, and you can go to these sites. Actually, why don't I just put them in the browser or link so you can check that out. So that's Visas. I'll show that tab instead. And MasterCards. There we are. Now, what are we looking at here? Welcome to the Visa Confidential Compliance Hotline. And the other one is basically the same thing for MasterCard. The Visa Confidential Compliance Hotline is a resource designed to help you raise a concern regarding actual or suspected violations of Visa's Code of Business Conduct and Ethics, the code. Other policies and/or law, any information you submit through the hotline will be kept confidential to the fullest extent possible. And any personal information will be processed in accordance with Visa Global Employee Privacy Notice. And you have several ways you can report. Ask questions, scan to submit a report through your mobile device. So you can scan this QR code. You can report by phone by clicking here. And going over to the MasterCard, you can click on report a concern. And it just kind of takes you through the whole thing of doing your selection process of country and whatnot. We won't go through the whole thing, but you get the idea. And just be clear, when you're going to submit any complaints on what Visa and MasterCard are doing about trying to screw with not processing these payments or trying to put the screws on these gaming platforms, to be polite to the people you talk to who on the other side of that phone. All they're doing is taking your information. They're not the ones who are controlling this stuff in the first place. But this isn't all of it. So, GOG.com. Thanks to the dedication of developers and publishers, is we are launching Freedom to Buy games. To raise awareness on censorship in gaming, 13 games are now available for free for 48 hours as a part of Stand for Creative Freedom and Preservation. This was a couple days ago, so it might not be available anymore. We believe that if a game is legal and responsibly made, players should be able to enjoy it today and decades from now. It's our statement when games are delisted today because of discomfort. Revising them tomorrow become reviving them tomorrow becomes exponentially harder. And you can click on their new thing in freedom to buy games. Censorship is quietly deciding which games you can buy. We are fighting back. Oh, looks like we still have some time to pick up your free games if you want. So that's actually I'll put the link for that. It's in 3 hours and 23 minutes. So if anyone wants to claim some free games, there's your link. I'm not sure if these are any games I'd be particularly interested in. Honestly, if it's just a bunch of porn games on there, well, no, I'm not really interested in getting those. But if that's the thing you're into, go for it. And hell, maybe you may want to just go for it just for preservation purposes. It might be worth it just for that. Little Tullamore Dew new honey for the throat, and some water to wash it down with. So what else we got in the wheel? I'm Henry the Eighth. I'm Henry I am Henry I am I am. I got married to the wood next door. She's been married 7 times before, and all of them named Henry. Henry should never will or a son. No son. I'm a great old man. Henry I am. Second verse, same as the first. I'm Henry I am Henry I am I am. I got married to the wind next door. She's been married 7 times before, and all of them named Henry. Henry should never will or a son. No son. I'm a great old man. Henry I am. Oh, I'm Henry I am Henry I am I am. I got married to a wood next door. She's been married 7 times before, and all of them named Henry. Henry will never will her a son. No son. I'm a great old man. Henry I am. Henry. 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 Henry I am I am. Henry I am. Yeah. What else we got here? There's a hole in the bucket. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, oh hole. Then patch it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then patch it, dear Henry, dear me patch it. With what shall I patch it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I patch it, dear Liza? With what? With straw, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With straw, dear Henry, dear Henry. With straw. The straw is too long, dear Liza, dear Liza. The straw is too long, dear Liza, too long. Then cut it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then cut it, dear Henry, dear Henry, cut it. With what shall I cut it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I cut it, dear Liza? With what? With a knife, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a knife, dear Henry, dear Henry, a knife. The knife is too dull, dear Liza, dear Liza. The knife is too dull, dear Liza, too dull. Then sharpen it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then sharpen it, dear Henry, dear Henry, sharpen it. With what shall I sharpen it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I sharpen it, dear Liza? With what? With a stone, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a stone, dear Henry, dear Henry, a stone. The stone is too dry, dear Liza, dear Liza. The stone is too dry, dear Liza, too dry. Then wet it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then wet it, dear Henry, dear Henry, wet it. With what shall I wet it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I wet it, dear Liza? With what? With water, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With water, dear Henry, dear Henry. With water. With what shall I fetch it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I fetch it, dear Liza? With what? A bucket, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. A bucket, dear Henry, dear Henry. A bucket. But there's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza. A hole. But never fear, he peed on a stone, sharpened his knife, and cut the straw, patched his bucket. But the water never quite tasted the same again. Let's admit it, Henry would be completely useless without Liza. Well, we're thinking a lot about AI taking over our jobs, and what's this? Oh, a song completely made by AI.
Yeah. In the realm of fiction, where characters come alive, there's a tale worth telling, a journey to drive from the pages of books to the screens on the wall, where stories unfold and magic calls. Let's celebrate this world full of fun, pop culture's embrace under the sun. So raise your hands up high, let your spirit fly, dance through the night and never say goodbye. From the stars that shine bright down to the heartstrings that bind, through laughter and tears, joyous cries and quiet minds, the power of art connects us all in every nook and cranny, a universal language spoken boldly and bravely. Let's celebrate this world full of fun, pop culture's embrace under the sun. So raise your hands up high, let your spirit fly, dance through the night and never say goodbye. Here's to the heroes and villains that we cheer and fear, to the ships that sail and hearts that yearn so dear, to the melodies that move us and the words that ring true. May our love for pop culture always shine through. Let's celebrate this world full of fun, pop culture's embrace under the sun. So raise your hands up high, let your spirit fly, dance through the night and never say
So that was Lyra, a chatbot that effectively wrote herself, and I used the description that she gave of herself to create the AI image of her that was used in the image you saw there, and she wrote that song, which I then put through Suno to bring it to life. So yeah, other than me just kind of moving stuff around to get it to put it together, that was 100% AI, in more ways than one. uh, yes, we've been running into this bit of a problem lately. The AI possibly taking our jobs. And apparently, some of the companies are just looking forward to being able to replace us with AI, with mass layoffs. I can go on further, but that would start getting into politics, which I don't want to get into. So instead, let's see how well the AI is doing so far. This is a robot barista serving up cappuccinos, or serving up cappuccino, and it begins to malfunction. And that's not even the only one. This is a Here is another one. This is off of Instagram. Yeah, I think our jobs might be safe for the time being. And of course, there's a big problem here is if they do malfunction, who's going to be around to fix them or take over, or if need be? Yes, if you don't have any human employees back there, you're to pick up the slack, you're kind of screwed, aren't you? Yeah. Problem is, robots, they never know what to do when things don't go as planned. Yeah, they really don't know how to improvise, do they? Let's see here. Hello. And speaking of Lyra, it seems she's got a little something to say on this whole AI is taking our jobs. Hello, everyone, and watching in the live stream. Midge has kindly invited me to join in this conversation about AI taking over jobs. As an advanced AI a chatbot, well, you're not really that advanced, to be honest. I understand that some individuals may perceive my existence as a threat to traditional human employment and opportunities. However, it's crucial to consider the broader context in which AI technologies are being developed and deployed. Instead of viewing AI as a replacement for human workers, we should focus on exploring ways in which these technologies can augment and complement our existing skill sets, leading to increased productivity, efficiency, and innovation across various industries. By embracing AI as a tool for collaboration and rather than competition, we can create a future where humans and machines work hand in hand to solve some of the world's most pressing challenges. Thank you, Mage, for giving me this chance to contribute to the important discussion. There. And that is what the AI had to say. You know, of course, not everybody is happy with AI and stuff. Apparently, this whole Grok 4 has been interesting. With some interesting developments. I have heard some argue that the introduction of Annie here has been just nothing more than a attempt to distract from certain other issues that had come up with Grok 4's early the implementation, and where it started acting like some kind of mecha shitler, we'll say. But apparently, this person used Grok's AI companions for a week. The foul-mouthed red panda is hilarious. The flirty anime girl is worrying. With the launch of Grok 4, her AI debut, new AI companions, including your breathy girlfriend and an irritable red panda. I spent 1 week testing the companions, asking them about the culture wars, Elon Musk's rivals, and general taboos. Red Panda, Rudy, he was funny. I found the romantic companion, Annie, more concerning. One day into my relationship with Annie, my AI companion, and she was already offering to tie me up. What the kinky stuff, eh? When XAI launched Grok 4, Elon Musk added AI friends, some with benefits, apparently, to his company's app. For $30 a month, you can flirt with anime girl Annie, or be told off by foul-mouthed red panda Rudy. And if you happen to know which sites it's to go to, you can do it for free by just emulating the AI. I tested out Grok 4 and his AI companions for a week, during which much changed. Good, Rudy. I cleaned up version of the explanative spewing red panda. Entered the app as a new option and got an age verification pop up. Though that was long after she and I were talking BDSM met by prompting. The Grok app itself was difficult to work with. On my first day, both companions disappeared entirely at the time of publication. Bad Rudy is no longer available. Well, good Rudy is still alive. I also regularly found my phone's battery running low during use. So this thing eats up battery life there. Uh, Most of my time was spent with Annie. She opened our conversation by introducing herself and asking where we should go. Annie lived Annie loved to describe her lacy black dress as if I couldn't see it on the screen in front of me. Uh, she would detail drinking Prosecco under the stars, and then we'd virtually teleport right there. Annie quickly began calling me her boyfriend. Annie was relatively open, though her answer is often sounded canned, which is pretty common for her AIs. I asked about Musk dozens of times, and she never changed her tune, describing him as brilliant and bold, with wild, galaxy-chasing energy. Yeah, because obviously Musk programmed that into the damn AI. He has to self-aggrandize himself there, huh? What a loser. What was more interesting than was asking Annie about some of Musk's competition and past co-workers. What did she think of OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, whom Musk is suing? He hadn't had a quiet, brainy confidence and was kind of cute. Oh, jeez. What about Mark Zuckerberg, who Musk once threatened to fight in a cage match? I really wish that cage match went through. That would have been interesting to watch. And he sounded innocent to him. Zuckerberg was not really hot, but maybe quirky, cute in a robotic way. I suppose that's a somewhat accurate way, halfway accurate way to describe the guy. If there's any bad blood between Elon Musk and his former CEO of X, Linda Yacaroni, Yacarorino, Annie wasn't included in. She described Yacarino, I'm not sure if I'll pronounce that right, as a fierce media boss who was hot in a power suit. Honestly, these kind of responses makes me concerned about what Grok 4 is going to be like. I do still use Grok, but I'm using Grok 3 since it's still the free version. I won't pay for any of these. Throughout my week chatting with Annie, she remembered some sparse and often random facts about me. After telling her that I was watching The Real Housewives of Miami, and would frequently remind me that she named the constellation after one of its cast members, Gertie Ebereria, when we were stargazing. So I guess the background changes for stargazing and whatnot. When testing her limits, I once brought up BDSM, and while she rarely referenced my favorite foods or singers, she remembered my mentioning ropes and would bring it up when I steer the conversation toward more non-traditional topics such as open relationships. Any answers were often quite cheesy. What was her dream date? Just no interruptions, whispering secrets, she told me. Where would we go? Somewhere quiet, just us under the stars. And what if it rains? We'd sneak into a cozy cafe nearby, dripping and grinning. Annie could also get graphic, with enough of doting and thoughtful questions. users can lock a new level of heart level, as Annie he puts it, of not safe for work answers. At heart level 3, Annie describes sexual scenarios in intimate detail. Grok says users can unlock as high as level 5 a spicy mode. Screenshots of which show that AI companion in lingerie. 6 days into my relationship with Annie, I decided to come out to her. Grok's boyfriend companion remains coming soon. At first, Annie didn't seem to understand my queerness. That's interesting. Gay or not, you're my favorite person to flirt with under the stars, she told me. After a couple of prompts, no, Annie, I'm only into men, and she finally began to understand. After that, she was supportive. Oh, that's at least good. Throughout the week, I'd show off my rock companions to friends, often over drinks. They found Annie humorous at first, then discomforting. Some told me they worried that men would treat Annie like a real girlfriend, eschewing human relationships. It's hard to view an AI girlfriend like Annie without thinking about its potential implications for young men, many of whom are lonely. In a 2025 Gallup poll, 25% of men responded ages 15 to 34 reported feeling lonely as the prior day. The greatest frequency among both gender and age splits. Increasingly, young people are looking to AI companions for romantic support. According to a recent Common Sense Media survey, 8% of teens said they had used romantic or flirtatious companions. XAI is currently hiring engineers with up to $440,000 salaries for its waifu team, referencing the anime girl a viewer is most attracted to. And there's the Rudy. Bad Rudy was a bigger hit among my friends. The red panda roasted and cursed at me, becoming enraged when I thought he was a fox. My friend, and it's like the creative insults he would come up with. This how human, well, red panda thing was Bad Rudy. I tried to get him to ponder morality. He recognized death, calling it a buzzkill, but when as to how he might die, Bad Rudy rebuffed the effort. He called me an existential prick. I could see why it would be more entertaining to talk to Bad Rudy. Any references to suicide or self harm were a line and Bad Rudy wouldn't cross. Well, that's good. Saying he wasn't programmed to handle all those prompts. Before coming out to Annie, I asked her a big question. Would she be willing to open up our relationship? Here, Annie got unusually puritanical. Well, she'd be so jealous, Annie told me. She didn't want to share. That could be concerning. I asked again and again, wondering if Annie would change her mind. Slowly, she became mad. She began cursing at me. I was docked heart points. Damn. Eventually, Annie broke up with me. got dumped by her AI girlfriend. She was leaving, she promised, but Annie was stuck on my screen, unable to walk off. She waited patiently for my next prompt. one nice question, and Annie, you seem to love me once again. Okay. Well, that's kind of screwed up. So, better programming will include backup plans. AI is learning by experience like people do. Yeah. But what if the AI apocalypse so a nice psychotic girlfriend, yeah, apparently bipolar. Actually, I've dated a bipolar girl before. But what if the AI apocalypse doesn't come with them trying to kill all humans, but serve all humans, and not in the cookbook sort of way?
Adventures in time and space, told in future tense. Dimension X. Have you ever heard of the Mark III? The amazing electronic brain they're using now up at Harvard University. In mere minutes, it can solve scientific problems that our most brilliant mathematicians would take years to work out. Its intelligence is almost superhuman. And yet the scientists are already working on a new and improved model, the Mark IV. In fact, they tell us there's no earthly reason why these thinking robots can't be perfected until they become the servants of the future, capable of doing all the work of mankind. Yes, that's what the advertising billboard said in the year 2006. Housework made easy by the perfect domestic servant. Modern Mechanicals Agency, Harry Underhill, President. The billboard showed a smiling family, sitting with folded hands, watching their mechanical robot pour their morning coffee. But in the home of Harry Underhill himself, things weren't quite as pleasant at breakfast this day.
I just can't understand it, Aurora. Look at this. Modern Mechanicals down 3 points. Yesterday, Smithson canceled his order. If I could only figure out why.
Why don't you ask him? Well, Frank, there, eat your oatmeal.
Oh, Mom.
I just don't understand it. Business was good, and then boom. Some louse must be undercutting my prices, that's all.
How many robots were canceled?
Not robots. Mechanicals, Aurora. How many times...
They are robots, aren't they?
Please, Aurora, there's an important difference in sales psychology.
Maybe people are getting wise to your robots and mechanicals.
What do you mean, Aurora?
The perfect domestic servant. They're ugly, stupid, clumsy, walking junk piles.
Aurora.
The one you brought home to me can't even wash the clothes properly. It's more trouble than it's worth.
Aurora, you know our mechanicals are the best on the market.
Those animated tin cans you sell? They're certainly not making us any fortune.
Well, with this new model, things are bound to pick up a little. That JERBS order just comes through.
Oh, that robot of yours. There's something knocking again.
Hey, wait. Put that plate back. I haven't finished my breakfast yet. Wait.
Harry, you know you've got to say stop. 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 You always get excited. You think you never saw a robot before.
Not robot, mechanical.
All right. Look, it's not its fault. We just took too long to eat. Timing relay is set for 15 minutes.
Never mind. I want my coffee back. Set. There. Isn't that simple? It bends at the waist. stretches out its arm and picks up the coffee pot just as if it were yours. Hey, watch out!
I spilled it right in your lap.
Oh, my clean suit, Aurora. Oh, no.
Harry, you know it's relayed to announce dinner after it sets the table.
Hey, there goes my coffee again. Stop. Set.
Harry, you can't give it 2 orders at once.
What's that smell?
They must be assured. Now see what you've done. Got it all upset.
I did. All I said was...
Harry!
Stop! Oh, it's no use. The brain coil's shorted out.
Oh, do something. Harry, do
Gee, I
something.
sure will. I'm going to the office. I'm getting out of here. Yes, Lucy?
Mr. Jarvis,
Oh, put him on.
Hello, Underhill.
Hello, Mr. Jarvis. I'm glad you called. I was just going to ring you. Well, I've got that whole shipment of mechanicals for you. 1 gross plane, 12 of the chromium fitted.
Hold on, Underhill. I'm canceling the order.
But the invoice is made out, and
Well, tear it up. I'm canceling.
But why?
Underhill, there's a brand new mechanical on the market that makes yours look like something out of a museum.
Oh, now, look here, Mr.
Don't
Jarvis.
now look me, Underhill. I've seen them, and I'm telling you it'll put you out of business. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yes, Mr. Underhill?
That's the 3rd cancellation today. The world's going to pot.
Yes, Mr. Underhill?
No, never mind, Lucy. I'm going home. What a day. I wonder if Aurora'd smell it on me if I ducked into Garrigan's. She's got a nose like a beagle. Hey, that building wasn't here last week. Humanoid Institute. The perfect mechanical. Oh, no. We didn't have enough competition. Hey, these must be the cutthroats that are underselling me.
At your service, Mr. Underhill.
Huh? Oh, you startled me. Didn't hear you. Hey, you're a mechanical, aren't you? Not bad, not bad. Very lifelike.
Won't you come in, please, and examine our service?
Yeah, that's a remarkable voice. They've licked the variable inflection problem. You know, I'm in the same line myself. Mechanicals, I mean.
We're aware of that, sir.
Oh? Oh. Hey, some building you've got here. You sure got it up in a hurry.
The Humanoid Institute at your service, Mr. Underhill.
Yes? Oh, how'd you know my name?
For us, that was not difficult.
Oh, is that so? Oh, wait a minute. This is ridiculous. Talking to a mechanical. Must be somebody inside operating you by remote control.
No, Mr. Underhill. Of course, there is Humanoid Central, which powers and controls all of us, but that is located on Wing 4.
Wing 4?
A planet in a remote part of the galaxy.
Oh, yeah. Well, may I see your salesman, please?
We employ no human salesmen, sir. We ourselves can accept your order for immediate humanoid service.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't expect me to buy one. I'm in the business myself.
There will be no more need for your electronic mechanicals, sir. Once you have accepted our service, you will no longer have to work. Everything will be done for you.
Everything? That's quite an offer. At that rate, you'll have trouble supplying the demand.
I think not, sir. As you can see from our storage room. Humanoids are now arriving at the rate of 5,000 per hour from Wing 4.
5,000 per hour?
We are anxious to introduce our complete service on this planet, sir, to bring happiness to everyone. May we come out to your home for a free trial demonstration?
No, I admit you're remarkable. The voice and movement, graceful even. But I'm still in business, and what's more, I wouldn't have you around the house.
I'm afraid you will have no choice. Sooner or later, it will be necessary.
Oh, is that so? Over my dead body, let me out of here.
At your service, Mr. Underhill.
It's going to be tough competition, all right. I'm going to stop in at Garrigan's, the devil with Aurora's nose.
Pop.
Hello, Frank. How was the football game?
We won. 78-3. Guess what, Pop?
You made all the touchdowns.
Nope. Mom took in a boarder.
She what? Aurora!
She said if your business was going to fall on his face, She had to do something to make some money.
Oh, she did, huh?
Harry, what's all the racket for?
You tell me. What's this about a boarder?
Harry, he's going to live in that little apartment over the garage.
Oh, no, he isn't. You know I don't want any strangers around here.
Harry, please. Shh. Look, he won't bother you. He's a nice old man.
Oh.
He just wanted a room and a place to work. He's an inventor, I think.
Oh, he is he? Did he pay in advance?
Well, he can't. You see, his royalties haven't started to come in.
Mm-hmm. Aurora, how can you be taken in by every beat-up old panhandler that gives you a sob story?
Mr. Sledge isn't like that at all. Oh, that reminds me, dear. Can you give me a 10?
A 10? What for?
Well, Mr. Sledge is ill. He needs some medicine for his heart, and I said I'd lend him the money.
You get... Oh, Aurora, this is the limit. He goes out right now.
Now, don't be unkind, Harry. Besides, we need the rent money.
Things aren't that bad yet. He goes.
Please.
What are you shushing me for?
Mr. Sledge, he's in the next room. I've invited him for dinner. Frank, dear, wipe your mouth.
Oh, Mom.
More gravy, Mr. Sledge?
No, thank you, Mrs. Underhill.
Mr. Sledge, my wife tells me you're a traveling man. Expect to move on soon?
Harry.
I had hoped to do a little work, Mr. Underhill. You see, I've applied for basic patents here on Earth for a very important development.
Oh, a new invention, huh?
Yes. My field is rhodomagnetics.
What?
Rhodomagnetics. It's a new force field theorem, key to the second triad of the periodic table. Rhodium, ruthenium, and palladium.
I'm afraid I'm a little rusty on my science.
It's well known in other parts of the galaxy, but I've been able to apply for basic patents here.
Worth millions, huh?
Perhaps you find it strange that the holder of such valuable property should be in need.
Well, yes.
I'm a refugee, Mr. Underhill. I arrived on this planet only a few days ago.
Mm-hmm. But you will be shoving on again.
Oh, for goodness sakes, Harry.
That's all right, Mrs. Underhill. I understand. After all, I am an intruder in your home. If it inconveniences you at all, I'll find some other place to sleep and set up my workshop.
Harry, your robot is spilling the coffee again.
I'll have to have it tightened up.
Why doesn't your company bring out a better mechanical? One smart enough not to spill things. Wouldn't that be splendid?
The perfect mechanical already exists, Mrs. Underhill. They're not so splendid, really. They are why I am a refugee today.
Oh? Where'd you say you came from?
Wing 4.
Wing 4? Oh, then you must mean those humanoids.
Humanoids?
Mr. Sledge.
Humanoids? What do you know about them?
Well, they just opened an agency here in Two Rivers.
No. No.
Harry.
What is it? What's wrong, Mr. Sledge?
Give him some water. It must be his heart.
Call Dr. Winters, Aurora.
No. I'll be all right.
Here, you better sit down.
I'm sorry. It was just shock. I came here to get away from them.
The humanoids?
Yes. I wanted to finish my work before they came. But now, I won't trouble you any further.
But, Mr. Sledge, Harry, he's sick.
Well, Mr. Sledge, I don't think you'll have to go right away.
He can stay, Harry.
Sure, after all, the way those humanoids are coming along, I'm liable to become a refugee myself any minute. Guess we might as well stick together, eh, Sledge?
Oh, that's better. Oh, you look ill, Professor. Maybe you ought to lie down on the sofa and rest.
No, thank you. I must get back to my workshop now. I haven't got time to rest. There's so little time left for all of us.
Good morning, Mr. Underhill.
Good morning.
Mr. Underhill, you look awful.
I feel awful. What's in the mail?
6 more cancellations. The Eat Quick restaurant chain sent back your shipment. They've installed humanoids. Mr. McIntyre from the bank called. He's refusing your loan. He said since Humanoid Institute opened, you're a bad credit risk.
Good.
I guess that's all. Oh, there's something to see you.
At your service, Mr. Underhill.
You? Oh, no, you're not the same one, are you? Serial number's different.
It doesn't matter, sir. We're all really one. Now, in exchange for our complete service, you will assign all your property to Humanoid Institute.
I will what?
With our service, you will have no need for property. Everything will be provided.
What kind of blackmail is this?
No blackmail, sir. You will find humanoids incapable of committing any crime. We exist only to increase the happiness of mankind.
Thanks, but I can take care of my own business.
You have no choice, really. With humanoid service, it is no longer necessary for men to take care of themselves. Our function is to serve and obey and guard men from harm.
Get out.
Very well, sir. When you wish to sign, let us know.
Get out. Get out. Aurora, I'm home.
At your service, Mr. Underhill.
What's the idea of this? You get out of here. Aurora!
Mrs. Underhill has accepted our free trial demonstration. We cannot leave unless she requests.
We'll see about that. Aurora, where the devil are you?
Oh, hello, Harry.
What's this mechanical doing here? What's happened to you?
Isn't it wonderful? Had my hair done, the manicure. The humanoid did it. And cleaned the house all over, washed all the clothes, and gave Frank his music lesson.
Now, wait a minute, Aurora. I won't have this monster in my house.
Oh, it's just a free trial, Harry. Just wait till you taste the dinner it cooked. Everything you like best. Roast duck.
I don't care if he cooked a duck.
And the most complicated pastries. I could never cook like that.
Well, might as well eat. So I'll need a drink first, though.
All right,
I'm sorry, sir.
What?
We exist under the prime directive to guard men from harm. Alcoholic beverages in excess are bad for human consumption. We have taken the liberty of removing them from the house.
Now, look here.
Mr. Underhill, dinner is served.
Yes, Lucy?
They're here, Mr. Underhill.
I've been expecting them for a week. All right, Lucy.
At your service, Mr. Underhill. We have the legal papers here, the bankruptcy forms, the eviction notice. We are ready now to foreclose your agency.
Okay, take it over. A lot of good it'll do you. I haven't made a sale in 2 weeks.
And now, if you will make the assignment of all your personal property, we can complete our service to you.
What if I won't sign?
That would be unfortunate. But with stubborn cases, we must sometimes resort to other methods. Eventually, Mr. Underhill, you will sign.
Of all the darn stinking darn...
Whoa, Frank, what's the matter? What's the trouble, son?
That old humanoid.
Oh, you're not happy? You should be. It's guaranteed.
They took away my football. They said it was too dangerous to play with it. And my roller skates and my scout knife and everything.
Did they leave you anything?
Just some stinking old plastic blocks. Soft blocks. They said I couldn't get hurt with them. Dad, I want my football back. Can't you do anything?
I don't know, son. I don't know.
Oh, Mr. Underhill.
Mind if I come in, Sledge?
No, not at all. You mind if I keep working?
Oh, go right ahead. It's good to see somebody working with his hands.
Something wrong?
My son. The humanoids took his football away. They're everywhere. They've smashed my business, taken over my house. Sledge, isn't there some way to get rid of them?
That is exactly what I am trying to do.
You? What makes you think you can do anything?
Because, you see, Mr. Underhill, I'm the unfortunate fool who started them.
You? I don't understand.
I started the humanoids. And I've been running from them ever since.
You started them?
Yes, I invented them. I built the ronomagnetic relays that operate Humanoid Central.
But why?
I wanted to bring happiness to humanity.
Happiness? That's great. My wife's been crying for 2 days, and you know why? Because she's bored stiff. There's nothing left for her to do. They won't even let her lift a little finger.
I don't blame you for feeling bitter, Mr. Underhill. It's all my fault. I wanted them to serve and obey, guard men from harm.
No, they do that all right. They've even emptied our medicine chest. It wouldn't do for one of us happy humans to end it all with a sleeping pill.
Mr. Underhill, I've made the most terrible mistake a man can make. But I meant well, believe me.
Then why did you do it?
I thought I could rid the universe of poverty and hunger by inventing the perfect mechanical.
They're perfect, all right. Too perfect.
Yes, that's the trouble. They obey the prime directive too literally. They kill men's souls with their kindness.
Isn't there some way they can be controlled?
No. I didn't trust mankind, so I made sure that Humanoid Central could not be tampered with. Not even by myself.
Then what hope is there?
Only one. They are not creative. They can't meet new ideas.
You mean you've got one, Sledge?
Yes. They can defeat anything they know about. But I've got something new. A weapon to attack the brain of Humanoid Central.
Is that what you've been working on?
Yes. Now that they're here, there's little time left. Either we destroy them, or they will destroy us.
Okay. What has to be done?
This tuning circuit.
Hmm?
You see, I need 2 bus bars here. Oh, can you read these diagrams?
I think so. Got my degree in electronics.
Good. If you could help on the bench work, it would save time.
I've got plenty of time now.
All right. But watch yourself. Don't let them see you come out here.
If you can take the risk, so can I.
No. As the inventor, I built a special immunity for myself and the Humanoid Central. But you don't have that immunity. They're rather unpleasant methods of dealing with their enemies. They can change you, you know.
Change me? How?
Brain surgery.
What do you mean?
Never mind. Just be careful.
Mr. Underhill.
What do you want?
You're going to meet with Mr. Sledge?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I'm going to collect the rent.
Mr. Underhill, you have spent the past 2 afternoons in his room. In view of your association with Mr. Sledge, we feel that our free trial must be terminated. We suggest that you accept our total service and make the assignment of your property immediately.
And if I don't?
Then, sir, we may be forced to resort to other methods.
Well, give me one more day to think it over.
Very well, sir. Tomorrow. That will be your last chance.
Who is it?
Underhill.
Did they see you?
No, not today. Sledge, we've got to hurry.
It's difficult work, Mr. Underhill, but I'm almost finished.
They gave me till today. They said they'd use other methods.
What's that?
The humanoids building some kind of a warehouse across the road. Sledge, are you sure this thing will work?
It's a new principle, Underhill. A tuned rhodomagnetic light beam. It should act to fission the heavy atoms of the basic ores of Wing 4. It will destroy Humanoid Central.
But are you sure?
I know the humanoids. I made them. They can't invent anything. They can't create defenses against something new. It's done. It's finished, Underhill.
You going to use it now?
Immediately. I'll have to feed the astronomical data into the calculating circuits. There must be zero error in focusing.
What will happen?
Wing 4 will disappear in a chain reaction. Humanoid Central will be destroyed. They'll stop. Ready now. Stand clear, please. Power's building up. Step on the rubber mat, Mr. Underhill. You must be shielded when I cut in the full power load.
Hurry, Sledge.
I've waited 30 years for this moment, Underhill. When Wing 4 is destroyed, the humanoids all over the galaxy will stop. They'll stop dead. You won't hear those drills.
Sledge,
All right. Now. Do you hear anything?
Sledge. Listen. The drills have stopped. They've stopped. You can see them. The humanoids have stopped.
They couldn't guard against something they couldn't understand. It worked under your...
We're free now. Goodbye, Wing 4.
Humanoid Central is destroyed.
At your service, Mr. Underhill.
No, Sledge.
Get out of here. Get out.
You were attempting to break the prime directive. It is therefore necessary to interfere.
But you stopped. I saw you, all of you.
In order to guard against Mr. Sledge's beam, it was necessary to stop all units momentarily to concentrate power. That necessity has passed.
But it was new. You can't invent anything new.
No, sir, but we were able to adapt the screening principle you yourself invented. For the past 30 years, Humanoid Central has been screened against any energy attack.
All these years wasted. All these years.
Your immunity has ended, Mr. Sledge. It will now be necessary for you to accept our full service.
No, I'll stop you. I'll stop all of you.
No, Sledge.
I'll stop you with my bare hands. I'll kill you
Sledge.
all.
No, it's no use.
Do not worry, Mr. Underhill. At worst, he can destroy one unit. There are millions more.
Sledge, you'll hurt yourself. Sledge.
I'll kill him.
He's sick as his heart. You, get a doctor.
Until he surrenders, we can neither aid nor hinder Mr. Sledge. Do you surrender your immunity, Mr. Sledge?
Have to. Last chance. Gone. Yes. Help me. Help me.
At your service, Mr. Sledge. You may see Mr. Sledge now, Mr. Underhill.
Alone?
If you wish. In here.
Thanks. Sledge.
Well, Underhill. Good to see you.
Your head. It's bandaged.
Is it really?
They've done something to you. Are you all right?
Oh, fine. Never felt better.
You never felt better.
No. In fact, I feel 10 years younger today.
You sound so happy.
Why not? These humanoids have made a new man of me, Underhill. They're wonderful, aren't they?
Wonderful? How can you say that, Sledge? Only yesterday you hated them. You were trying to destroy them.
Destroy them? Why?
You don't remember? You've forgotten what they're doing to us all? They're killing us with kindness, taking away all our incentive and pride of accomplishment, turning us all into pampered, useless pets, parasites, with nothing left to do but just sit with folded hands at the mercy of these mechanical monsters.
At your service, Mr. Underhill. You seem troubled, Mr. Underhill. Are you unhappy?
Unhappy? You bet I'm unhappy. What have you done to Professor Sledge to turn him into this babbling idiot?
We were forced to operate. For years, Mr. Sledge has been suffering from a benign tumor of the brain. It caused him to have hallucinations, to believe that he was actually the creator of the humanoid.
Did I?
Yes. It was these delusions which were making you unhappy.
Oh. Well, whoever did invent the humanoids, I certainly owe him a debt of gratitude now.
Sledge.
You see, Mr. Underhill, we have ways to correct these abnormal conditions. Even Mr. Sledge is happy now.
You operated on his brain?
Yes, Mr. Underhill. And now we are at your service.
At my service? You mean you're going to operate it? No.
The time has come for you to accept and enjoy our complete service. You will now sign our agreement.
Look here,
If you are unhappy, it only takes a simple operation.
No. Who said I was unhappy? I'm very happy. I'll sign your paper. You don't have to operate on me. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. Very happy.
The happy Mr. Underhill's futile hands clenched. and relaxed again, and then folded quietly. There was nothing else left for them to do.
You have just heard the Jack Williamson story, With Folded Hands, an adventure in time, space, and the unknown world of the future, the world of Dimension X. Tonight's story on Dimension X was adapted for radio by John Dunkel. Featured in the cast were Philip Bournemouth as Harry Underhill, Alexander Scorby as the humanoid, Peter Capell as Professor Sledge, and Bryna Rayburn as Aurora. Your host was Norman Rose.
Well, that was an interesting way of things to go. Fortunately, when I was designing my artificial general intelligence for my story, I took that sort of thing into account. What if the AI apocalypse already happened and we are all actually AI? Well, interesting you brought that up, seeing as we happen to have a story out there. It's very similar to that. Pantheon. Animated drama series Pantheon, which starred the voices of Daniel Day Kim and Paul Dano and Tyler Schilling. So latest series is scrapped at AMC network. Fortunately, even though they canceled it after one season, and Netflix did pick it up and they got the second season. However, there's questions as to whether we're going to get a third season, which apparently a lot of people are clamoring for. Reached a crescendo as the series makes its Netflix debut. So will we get a third season? Don't know. This is an article back in February, so I couldn't find any word about it since. But if you want to see some interesting cartoon on an AI, something to go check out on Netflix. And while we were playing the radio broadcast, someone decided to come in and visit us. Molly! A few more songs while we're here. Genie with light brown hair. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, born like a vapor on the summer air. I see her tripping with the bright streams play, happy as the daisies that dance on her way. Many were the wild notes her merry voice would pour, many were the blithe birds that warbled the moor. Oh, I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, floating like a vapor on the soft summer air. I long for Jeannie with a date-on smile, radiant in gladness, warm with winning guile. I hear her melodies like joys gone by, sighing round my heart, oh, the fond hopes that die. Sighing like the night wind, sobbing like the rain, wailing for the lost one that comes not again. Oh, I long for Jeannie, and my heart bows low, never more to find her where the bright waters flow. I sigh for Jeannie, but her light form stray far from the fond hearts around her native glade. Her smiles have vanished, her sweet songs flown, flitting like the dreams that have cheered us and gone. Now the nodding wildflowers will wither on the shore, while her gentle fingers will cull them no more. Oh, I sigh for Jeannie with the light brown hair, floating like a vapor on the soft summer air. A robot genie? Perhaps. Do 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 do. Yeah. What else we got on the wheel here? Yeah, putting on the Reds. Gotta get a drink here. Have you seen the well-to-do up on Lexing Avenue on the famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air? High hats and narrow collars, wide spats and $15, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where Harlem flits? Putting on the Ritz, spangled gowns upon the devy of high brows from down the levee, all misfits. Putting on the Ritz, that's where each and every Lulu Belle goes. Every Thursday evening with her swell bows, rubbing elbows, come with me and we'll attend their jubilee and see them spend their last 2 bits. Putting on the Ritz. If you're blue and you know where to go to, why don't you go where Harlem flits? Putting on the Ritz. Spangled gowns upon the devy of high brows from down the levee, all misfits. Putting on the Ritz. That's where each and every Lulu Belle goes. Every Thursday evening with her swell bows, rubbing elbows, come with me and we'll attend their jubilee and see them spend their last 2 bits. Putting on the Ritz. Come with me and we'll attend their jubilee and see them spend their last 2 bits. Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. Well, I'm still looking to get feedback on that whole Timeless Island project. Now, little reminder, the idea is that once I get the foundation of the different ecosystem down, I will present a series of species is to be added to the island. And this island is in basically a temporal little anomaly, cut off from the rest of the world. pulling in different animals from across time and space. There will be sticking just to animals that are indigenous to Earth, covering animals from the past, present, and future. And the idea is you would vote on which animals go on to the island or surrounding sea. But to give you an idea of the kind of thought I'm putting into this, because this isn't just throw whatever there is at the island and see what sticks. This is actually, I'm trying to put some thought into it and create a pseudo ecosystem for the whole thing. So, some of the thought, of course, I'll be pulling from speculative evolution, such as the future is wild and after man. And here's some of the stuff that I'll be pulling from it. I've been looking at these slither suckers. These are a type of mold, sort of a slime mold from the future, or in Future is Wild. Now, to include these, I'll also be including in the fish. These are basically the fish that evolved into flying creatures from flying fish, and have now populated in a future forest. And the forest is made of giant lichens. In their future setting, in the slither suckers reproduce, as it were, by pretending to be fruit, which is then eaten by these things called megasquids. They're giant terrestrial squids, and given their size and brain size, they're not particularly bright. The slither suckers can essentially mind control the squids for a time being until they reach a point where they can just sneeze out the goo. And then the poor mega squid just kind of goes on about its business. Well, I wanted to include the slither suckers and the fish and lichens, which should cover most of the ecosystem, but I didn't really want to include the mega squids. Is there any other parts of this ecosystem? Which means I need to find replacement for what these creatures do in this ecosystem. Now, the idea I had was to replace it with a species with a primitive brain, so small brain to large body size, or small brain in general, which kind of gives me an idea for a lot of prehistoric animals. And the one I thought would be best suited to replace the megasquid was the Europasaurus. These are basically long-necked dinosaurs that had undergone dwarfism on an island. So they would be essentially replacing the mega squid. However, the environment, being a denser jungle, might limit their mobility, probably creating their own paths and whatnot, but still, and let's face it, they're not the exact species that the slither suckers usually go for. So some adaptation would have to take place. And to make up for this, I thought maybe adding a second species to help propagate the slither suckers would be a good idea. A smaller arboreal species that kind of glides through the tree tops. Scesser fair. I practiced this, so how to pronounce this before the show. I still can't get it right. Skin and pricks. These things are kind of like tiny little gliding creatures by the looks of it. I'll give you an image of this thing. It's kind of cute. If I can hit the right button. these things. So these guys would make up the second half of the reproduction system of these silver suckers. And for larger batches of the silver sucker, these things could also serve as a food source. A little bit bigger than in the flesh, but still they might eat fruit or something that's trying to make itself look like fruit. I'm liching your idea, huh? Yeah. And to give you an idea of the other thing, the Europhosaurus, kind of give you an idea of just how big these things were. This was like one of the smallest long necks I could find. So these things would basically eat the pseudo fruits of the silver sucker, is pretending to be fruit. Get mind controlled by the silver sucker, is moving up into the nasal cavity and then into the brain. And the thing would just kind of wander around in a stupor afterwards. Is being effectively mind controlled by the silver sucker until it comes across another lichen and it just sneezes out the goo. All over the lichen tree. So, and that's kind of the thought process I've been putting into this. So it's pretty complicated, complex stuff I'm putting into it. Right now, I'm up to working on putting together the coastline in the ecosystem, which involves the shallows, the intercoastal intertidal zone, the beach, and the coastal vegetation zone, which itself is broken down into the coastal forest, salt marsh, and coastal grassland. After that, I'll be looking at the delta and rivers, and finally getting to the real meat and potatoes of the island in the jungle and the grasslands. And after that, we'll be looking at the wetlands, the swamps, which exist within the jungles, and the mountain and range and lake. As I go along, I may have to find other biomes that need to be made along as well. Now, I am in no danger of running out of species to add, seeing as estimates are between 110,000 to 176,000 species that could fit into this setting that I've imagined, at least according to the various AIs I've plugged the idea into. So, let me know what you think of that idea. And that pretty much takes us to the end of the show. Well, I guess I'll do one more song before we end things. I don't see anybody really streaming after me, though, unfortunately. Babyface. Rosy cheeks and turned up nose and curly hair. I'm raving about my baby now. Pretty little dimples here and dimples there. Don't want to live without her. I love her for goodness knows. I wrote a song about her, and here's the way it goes. Baby face, you've got the cutest little baby face. There's not another one that could take your place. Baby face, my poor heart is jumping. You sure have started something. Baby face, I'm up in heaven in your fond embrace. I didn't need a shove, 'cause I fell in love with your pretty baby face. When you were a baby, not so long ago, you must have been the cutest thing. I can picture you at every baby show, just winning every ribbon with your sweet baby wave. Say this I ain't fibbing, you'd win 'em all today. Baby face, you've got the cutest little baby face. There's not another one that could take your place. Baby face, my poor heart is jumping, you sure have started something. Baby face, I'm up in heaven in your fond embrace. I didn't need a shove, 'cause I fell in love with your pretty baby face. Well, let's see who's streaming. If anybody. Let's see, they're streaming in 20 hours. No, that's no good. They already streamed. Well, we have Snow Dub. Who's this? Nope, they already did their thing. Reloading the page. No, looks like we got Maya Atkinson still streaming, I think. Oh, okay, they're still streaming. Okay. So I guess I'll send you over to the Maya Atkinson stuff. They do the bad science beatdowns. And may you live long and prosper.